It says day 1, day 2, and then Saturday's day 3 for it. There. Okay. Let's get going. Got a couple minutes here. Let's throw this guy over here. And yeah, I was wondering what it was. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to Google this thing. But yeah, the Fed chairman speaks at 10 a.m. There. So that means I got to set an alarm for 10 a.m. and make sure I'm not trading at 10 a.m. because it's red folder news. So I'm going to do that right now. Then I know when the alarm goes off, just don't be in a trade or get out of the trade or whatever. We'll set it for, where's my alarm? There it is. So yeah, I'll probably set it for like 9:52. No, probably 9:58 or something like that. 9:57. That sounds good. Give myself, just in case we're in a trade, and then it gives us some time to get out of it. There. Okay, so that's ready to go. And the market hasn't opened yet, but the market's moving. What is going on here? Are they excited? Okay, we'll go over here. You guys can't see the screen. There you go. So we'll see what happens. Everything is inside the range today. Well, US 30 just broke it. So yes, the US 30 is definitely going to take this out probably on the open because it's so close to it. So it could go up and then it could come back down on this open. Nasdaq, I don't know. It's kind of in the middle. We'll have to see. Yeah, normally when it's in the range, it's going to just go for a higher low of the range. It looks like it's going for the low there. And let's go to the 1 minute chart. So we know the market is neutral on the 15 minute. It's been neutral for the Tokyo session and the London. Okay, so this took out the high. This guy's probably going to take out the low here. And we can put our lines there. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see which direction we go. There's my balance, 50,652. So I'm going to get out of this account and then I'll log into it over here on my computer. I had a rough sleep last night, guys. I don't know what was with me. I just could not fall asleep. And then when I got up this morning at like 8:10 or whatever a.m., I was still really, really tired. So I wrote that in my journal. You want to write everything in your journal. How was your sleep? How do you feel? If you're sick, do not trade. Like if you're actually like, sick, just don't trade. That's something that a lot of people don't think about is how they feel. And then, they trade, but their mind, it's guys, most of this stuff to make profits, it's in your mind. It's like how you feel, your confidence. Like I know when I have a bad day or something, I know the next couple days, like I need to drop my lot size because I'm not confident in the market, especially trading live. Even though no one's ever said to me, "Oh, you suck" or whatever kind of thing like that when we have a losing day. But yeah, it can. Your mind is what messes with you in trading. Okay. So this is the range for the US 30, pretty much, because I don't think in the next, well, we could in the next minute break out there, but I'm pretty sure that's the range for it. So it ranged within a 1 minute candle. Let's see how much this is. 0.17. So that's a pretty small range for US 30. So that's the first sign of that there's low liquidity is if US 30 doesn't range. Um, the range isn't big. But if you look to the left here, guys, it's went sideways for a while, right? On the 15 minute, like if we were to look at the 15 minute, a lot of sideways there. You can see all through Tokyo and London session, just sideways. It didn't really trend that great last night. So I did one trade in Tokyo. You notice I haven't been posting Tokyo trades in the group this whole week is because it just hasn't been good. It's either been kind of trending, like slowly trending down or slowly trending up. When I go to look at the chart around 8 p.m. is normally when I look at the chart and then I'll think about posting a trade. It hasn't been a good setup. So that's why I haven't been posting trades. I think I posted one this week or something like that. But I just don't want to post something and then it not give a trade and people be like, what the heck's going on? Because we normally just do this break of the range trade for the Tokyo session. But yeah, a lot of times it's already at 8 p.m. It's already trending down. It's already trending up, and it's just really, really, really slow. Each session has its good and its bad times. Yep, and we're going through some bad times with these New York sessions. Definitely, really slow market. Last night was slow for everything across the board. Right, so this is middle of the range. There's nothing we can do about that. This guy here took out the low, as you can see. That's during London session was this low here. So it took that out, and London took out Tokyo's low, right? So likely, well, it's pretty safe to say we're probably just going to range today because that's what it's been doing. Yeah, I'm going to get tongue tied today, guys, because I didn't sleep good last night. That always happens to me. I have a hard time getting the words out if my brain is kind of tired. Okay, so waiting around on this, there's a lot of people going long right now in the Nasdaq after seeing that it took out London low, and then the London, of course, took out the Asia low. So there's a lot of people getting in long positions here. My rule of thumb, guys, is I just don't bother trading until the range is found, like that 945 in the Nasdaq. Okay, so we got to watch this here. This would be a really good trade down to the bottom of Tokyo. I can't see why it wouldn't do it. There's going to be fair value gaps through here likely, but those candles are so small. There's one right here. Uh, yeah, so that would be our first target, which is pretty far away, which is actually pretty good. And it's also a low there. Okay. If it gives us a short position, right? I don't think that's one. There's one right here below the VWAP. So this could be, and look at that. So that could be a liquidity sweep of this. So that's something we'd have to watch for as a liquidity sweep. Okay, I'm gonna take this trade here. See if it works out. Okay, so I have the understanding that right here could be a liquidity sweep. Okay, could come down, could touch that, and then go back up. But I'm thinking it's going to come all the way down here. Okay, so let's go, buddy. Come on, give us. There you go. Nice trade. Come on. Talking to it like a dog. Okay, so I'm taking $50 a profit, guys. It's kind of, nope, didn't hit $50. Almost hit $50. Had to up my lot size. I didn't get in there with enough lots. I think that's the issue. Man, this thing, eh? Okay, let's add our trend line to it. And then at least we'll have a point where you got out. Yeah, see, I should have just got out. My lot size wasn't set up properly. Yeah, see, now for me, it's going in and out of profit. Yeah, that candle's not nice. Okay, I think I'm just going to take a break even on this guy here. Oh, there you go. Okay, so I hit at break even. I got out of the trade at break even, but it gave me a $5 loss just because of the fees, probably and stuff. Oh, and there now it just dipped down a bit. So I can always get back in and just use our normal model of the candle opening below this red line. I just should have took my profits there. Being too damn greedy because we know about this line here with the understanding it could just be a liquidity sweep. Okay, so here we go. And I might actually get back in here. Just going to wait and see. Okay, it's showing signs. So I got back in the trade, showing signs it wants to continue down. Okay, this is actually with the model. This would be our entry candle anyways. So I kind of just use that as the model. And I'm going to get rid of this line because we don't need it anymore. All right. So waiting around, waiting around. What time is it? 9:39. Man, this thing. Come on. Just give us a nice touchdown to here. We could get price to come back up here and then it comes back down, right? It's already taken out that fair value gap, so it should come down to here. This is the next gap in the market is where this black line is. But yeah, it could pull back up here. And that looks like what it's doing type thing. And let's just hope it doesn't go sideways here. That would be a pain in the butt. Yeah, these little piddly moves it does. Just no fun. Okay, so this is working out for all the people that just went long right here. There, which I don't take these trades. I wait 15 minutes because you never know. It could go sideways and then rip down and take that out. So this is pretty good here. It is going sideways, guys, but it's good it's not rocketing back up. So it means that this is a level here of resistance. And you can see from the past, you know, like this is now a level of resistance, right? So let's see how this works out. It's going against me. So kind of a bad start to the day today. I do have a take profit like right here. It's just set there in the trade. Okay. And I think I'm going to add to the position just based upon that this is a point of resistance. But I want it to go sideways a little bit more just to make sure, like, it doesn't just take off. I want to see some more neutral candles. And if it comes down and gives me my take profit, that's fine. It's okay. That was the original plan. It just sucks when it does this, goes sideways and doesn't give you the move you're looking for. Yeah, good thing my lot size is so small. It's only like a $50 loss right now, even though it's pulled way back here. So I'm kind of breaking my trading rules right now, guys, but I just have it that this is a really, really strong point of support. Right there you go. So now it's come back down a bit. We'll see what happens. And let's just hope it doesn't go sideways here and then come down. Let's just hope it continues going down. There. Now it's back in profit or break even, I should say. It's like minus $2. Yeah, and we'll know with the next candle what's going to happen. If it opens up here, it's probably going to go sideways. If it opens down here, then that's really what we want, and then it'll continue coming down. Okay, this is probably, maybe it might wick up there, and then that's the actual range for the Nasdaq. Yeah, see, this is just going sideways. I might have to take another break even on this trade here. Got to take those quick profits. Okay, so first trade was break even for me. I know some of you guys took profit on it. I messed up my lot size, and then I was thinking take $50 because that's a really small move, and then I realized, oh, I'm in there with such a small lot size, it's not going to happen. It almost did. It hit like 30 something dollars. I think 35 to $40 the first trade. Yeah, so this is doing what I don't want it to do. It's just going sideways now, and I don't want to be stuck in a sideways trade here, even though that is the target, and this is a really strong point of resistance for it to go upwards. So I might just take another break even here. We'll give it another little chance because it's pretty much at my entry point. And we'll see. Yeah, because I would rather be out of a trade, even with a little itty bitty loss, than stick in a trade that's just going sideways. Man, it keeps on touching my my entry. Man, what a bad trade, eh? Like craziness. Okay, Nasdaq. Um, you could go short in it there if you wanted to. I wish I wasn't in this trade. I'd probably take that one. Targets down here. Oops. What did I just do? Oh, I put that to the 15-minute. I got to pay attention to this trade over here as well. So, eh. Hmm. See, it took out this fair value gap here. Now I'm not liking this. Um, there's a target down here, but it's below the VWAP, so it's kind of a higher risk. It already took this out, right? But anyways, that would be the target for it, is around this area. But we could go sideways here, right? Because this one's just going sideways. Okay. I think I'm just going to take a loss on this, guys, and get out of that trade. I think that's the smart thing to do there. I got out of it. And yeah, so my account here is at a loss now for the day, which really sucks. But, I tried to play the model and it didn't work out. And, sometimes you got to just, well, what is a model, right? You have to trade it, right? So this is a point of support. I shouldn't just jump in a long position, but the odds are it's going to go right to here. Okay. There's our NASDAQ trade. It could go sideways here, guys. It could come down to the VWAP, or this is the overall target, which you would think it would go to. Yeah, this is just like really garbage. Not making moves. You took two in 3 seconds. So you're trading on a huge lot size then in this here, in the NASDAQ. I don't know if I trust this. Oh, it is showing signs it wants to go up. Okay. I'm going to get in a buy in it. We'll see how that works out. So, first trade break even, second trade was a loss for me, and third trade is almost at take profit, which is making back my loss. It's okay. We have the top of Tokyo here too. So for me, that's probably I could almost hit it, and I wasn't looking. I was writing things down on my thing. Oh my god, guys, this is just a bad day for me. I guess I was writing down my paper, and it hit the top of Tokyo. Okay. Anyways, I'm putting a sell order right here just in case it pops back up there. It is in profit 50, $60 because I up my lot size for this one. Um, but I feel it's going to hit it and do my take profit, and then that would make back my loss pretty much, almost, that I just had. This is the overall target. It's just this is a really, really strong point. Okay, so it's pretty much touched it, but didn't get me out of the trade. So that means there's really low liquidity. It touched my sell order, but it didn't fill. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. Is it's low liquidity. Well, that's what I can see. It touched my order and didn't sell it. $100. Okay, there. It got me out of the trade. Okay, so that put me back to $6 of loss for today. Okay, that last trade, which I don't know. I'm not happy about it, guys, but I guess it is what it is. And that was my third trade. There's no Tokyo today because it's Friday, so the market closes um, with the end of New York session, and I've taken my three trades. So I'm going to follow my trading rules. You guys don't have to if you don't want to, because I know for some people, three trades is definitely that doesn't feel like enough. But I'm going to follow my trading rules. I'm actually going to get out of my account. The charts are just showing me that today's not my day, and I got to listen to that. I did a break even on the first trade, which I should have taken profit, but my lot size was wrong, and I was thinking $50 in my head. And then the second trade was a loss, which gave me multiple opportunities to get out at break even, and I didn't take it. So that's another sign that tells me I shouldn't be trading today. As I said, if you watch the start of the webinar, I didn't have a good sleep last night. I'm not blaming it on that. I'm just like, that's what I wrote in my journal. And then my third trade, I made back basically the loss that I had with that second trade, right? So for me, that tells me I did three trades. I came out of those three trades at break even, and the first two trades were really bad. Like I made mistakes in those first two trades, so that tells me I shouldn't be in my firm account. I should be in a paper trading account. Okay, this is all stuff you learn from journaling, and it's stuff that a lot of people, guys, when they're teaching you how to trade, they're not going to talk about. They're just going to talk about, oh, make profits, make profits. Oh, you're at break even. You can, you only did three trades. We can do one more type thing. And I've just learned from experience, like bad sleep, um, didn't get out of the first trade, meaning I made a mistake with my lot size. I was in there with hardly anything, and my mind was stuck on, oh, you're going to make $50 on this trade, right? And then I had to end up having a loss on that. And then the third trade was a good trade, which put me back to break even. So maybe that's the universe telling me, hey, listen, just stop, okay, and go into your paper trading account. Okay, this this Nasdaq trade, guys, I would get out of it. It hit the VWAP. It hasn't hit our target. Okay. I was talking about getting out of it back here when it was going sideways. So if you did stay in it, because I know a lot of people just play the trades to the target because most of the time it goes to the target. But I would actually get out of that because it's at the VWAP, and this is a very, very strong point of support. But yeah, it could wick down to there. This is definitely a level of resistance is where you got in the trade, right? So did pretty good. This guy, I don't know if you could call that hitting the target or not. It's like one tick away from the target. So we'll just get rid of that line. I'm going to consider that it took it out. But yeah, it was basically a sweep of the Tokyo high. And then you can see here now it's starting to go sideways. So it could pull back down or it could try and take out this high here. So I need to get out of my account after my big rant about why I kind of feel I shouldn't be in my firm account today. And I'll just take it as this week I did 650. That's not that bad, right? I'd probably make more than that if I went to a day job, but it is what it I don't know about after taxes though, because I live in Canada and it's like it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. 650 US, that's like I think it's 8 something Canadian. So okay. Nothing here sideways. This is at a point of interest where it could actually have a reversal and then go up. You've got a lower low there. So if this is another low, then it would show signs it's going to maybe break out. This is a really, really strong point of resistance. That's the top of the Tokyo, and also it's 9:45, right? That 15-minute candle. That's the top of it. So yeah, I hope it doesn't just range sideways, guys, but it could do that today on us. 10 a.m. So my alarm's going to go off for the people that missed the start of the live here. My alarm's going to go off in like 3 minutes, and there's red folder news at 10 a.m. So we probably won't take a trade until after 10 a.m., even if one presents itself. We've got the Fed chairman. So I looked into this. What is this Jackson Hole thing? I don't know if it's their first year. I don't remember it from previous years, but it probably isn't their first year. But we've got you can see here the Fed chairman, and then I googled it. He's actually speaking at this Jackson Hole summit type thingy, right? So, and it's the day 2 of it today, and then he's got day 3. I don't know if he's speaking on day 3, but it doesn't matter because it's a Saturday. But he's speaking at it, so that's why they've labeled this as red folder news at 10 a.m., which is in 5 minutes. So I would just sit out. I know that some firms they allow you to trade during red folder news. I would just sit out. So it's happened every year for 20 years. Yeah. So I didn't know that. I don't know. It feels like this is the first time I've seen this on the chart there on the news. But yeah, I looked into it. He's speaking at it at 10 a.m. So we definitely don't want to be trading there at 10 a.m. I wonder if it's at Jackson Hole in BC. That's a ski resort. Probably not. It's probably just the same name. Okay, so nothing here, but yeah, that VWAP, guys, that was a pretty good call. Is the VWAP Wyoming? Yeah, actually, I think someone said that the other day. Wyoming. So here's my balance for my paper account, which I just up my lot size on the paper account. I just kind of go with whatever it is on there. So it's on like 10 lots in US 30, and I think it's 10 lots in the Nasdaq too. So it makes way more profit. But anyways, 51,439. Let's look at next week. What's it going to be like? Tuesday, red folder. Friday, holy smokes. Friday at 8:30. So Friday next week's going to be pretty good. And yeah, I think next week actually might be better because we got at the start of the week, we have some red folder news at 10 a.m. Oh, okay. There's my alarm. So you guys should do this as well. Write that down in your journal. Is if there's red folder news, just set an alarm. Because personally, myself, if I don't have an alarm, I'm going to forget. And then I might be like, oh, let's get in a long in the NASDAQ. And then we're in a long, and then red folder news happens and it like pulls back on you and then you lose. Anyways, yeah, that would have been our trade, eh? Like we'd be looking at getting into a long right now, pretty much in the NASDAQ. So we'll see what happens with that red folder news. If anything happens. This guy just going sideways. Let's look at gold while we're waiting around. Gold is breaking out of our Tokyo range. Okay, so it's taking out this high. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. All right, gold could be at the start of a trend reversal, guys, to make a new high. So that's something we could think about. We got 2 more minutes here, right? This kind of looks like some sort of bottom, and I've been saying that I think ever since back here. When was this? The 27th, which was yesterday. No, I think I started talking about it back here. So with gold, if it pulls back and finds support, we could take longs in gold um, Sunday or even later today. Like if you're trading later today, you could look at trading long in gold. It might be the start of a trend reversal because look at the 15-minute chart, right? Nice strong candle. We'll have to see what happens though. Like this news could pull things right back, but I don't think it will. A lot of times you'll get all excited about news and then nothing happens. Oh, guys, I found something freaking amazing. I'm going to add it to the course. It deals with cryptocurrency and it's not like a system or anything like that, but I've made this week alone from buying and holding. Here, I'll show you. I've made 40%. Oh, no, sorry. That's not me. That's somebody else. Wait, got to go to my account. 34% this week in crypto, but it's not a system. So I gotta figure out because I want to do something with crypto in here too. Um, so it's not just like, look at that. See? So imagine if we had been like, oh, let's get in a long, right? Boom, across the board. Liquidity sweep. Look at that. It took out our fair value gap. Okay. Okay. So with red folder news, most of them are you have to wait like 2 minutes or something like that. Look at gold go with these firms. It's like 2 minutes or something. How long after? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like about 2 minutes. A lot of them they don't really care. Like they won't say anything. But if you're funded and they have rules of no red folder news, they will deny your payout. But for the test phase, a lot of them that they won't say anything if you trade during red folder news. But I would just try not to. But yeah, guys, these firms, if you break a rule and you're funded, they won't give you a payout, right? Like the example you saw of my accounts last week, where they just reset everything because I traded my wife's account. And they figured it out. Yeah, so don't create an account in your spouse's name and then trade in it. Okay, so it just grabs liquidity from the I think it was the bottom, then the top. Same with this one, grabbed it from the bottom, grabbed it from the top. So we don't know the direction right now because it took out both sides. It didn't take this out though, but it took out that fair value gap that we had. So we have to just wait now. Even though it's in a minute we could start trading again basically, but I would just wait around. Let's look at US 30. Just see how yeah, so look at that. It did the same thing as the Nasdaq. Took out this liquidity, took out the probably a fair value gap through here or something. No. Well, there is a gap in the market there, but it's really small. I guess it did take that out. But yeah, up and down. And then now it's back in this range where we took our last trade. Yeah, that's one of the best things that I learned to do is just don't trust your brain because your brain's focused on trading. It's like, it's trading, guys. It's extremely high stress, right? It's an extremely high stress thing. So use like alerts on your chart. Use your phone if there's red folder news. Just set alarms. I don't even like write stuff down like, oh, red folder news at 10 a.m. Right? Because then I have to like look at it to remember. So I just set straight up alarms on my phone. Okay, nothing we can do here. We just have to wait. It's back in the range. Look at gold, guys. See this, right? Remember 5 minutes ago, I was saying maybe the trend's going to change and we're going to go up. Now that's off the board. It's back in this range here, which is the Tokyo session. So yeah, red folder news can really impact the market. And there's a lot of people that they'll gamble that red folder news, right? They'll wait, they'll see, oh, it's coming down, and they'll just randomly click buy because it's came down a lot. Maybe they had that fair value gap on their chart. They noticed it got taken out, so they click buy, and then they're holding their trade, and then now they're panicking again because it's down by their entry. It's really hard to get out of a trade that does this within seconds, right? You don't know if if your order is going to get filled. Okay, so I'm thinking now we're going to take out this low. Did I set up this low? I don't think I did. No, this is the low right here, right? Yep. So that's the 930 low, the 15-minute candle. So we might actually get a short position, but we have to wait. With the model, we have to wait for it to get taken out. There's probably a fair value gap through here, possibly. Let's see. No, this one's been taken out. This would be considered like an order block. So also price goes for order blocks as well. Like that's how I trade gold. I don't bother with fair value gaps in gold. I just look for the order block because gold likes to go to the order block to take it out, right? So you can see this. It took out this order block back here, which I don't teach that in the course because there's nothing about gold in the course. But I was thinking about doing a gold, like just kind of a little lesson on gold because a lot of people like to trade gold um, during Tokyo and London because there's lots of liquidity in it. And last night there's actually more liquidity in gold than the Nasdaq, from what I could see. Okay, so there's going to be a bunch of people longing gold from here, like intraday traders, because price came all the way back down to this area. So that's something else we keep in mind is if it starts to show signs to come back up, we could actually do some long trades in it. I think this is going to get taken out here. Okay, so touch the bottom of the Tokyo. And so I'm paper trading now, guys. I got out of my other account just because my first three trades told me, listen, you're at break even after your third trade, pretty much. Just get out of the account. So I'm gonna wait, and if we get this short position here, which is high risk because everything's been ranging lately during our sessions, I'm gonna take it because it's taken out this high up here. So it might actually give a good short. So that might be an idea. This uh, gold is way down. We have, I think, what do we have down here? Why is this line here? Oh, it's a fair value gap. Okay, so let's see, see if it takes that out. Oh no, this is US 30. Jeez, sorry guys, I was talking like this was gold. This is US 30. Okay, so this hit our point of interest. So we want to see what happens here. We can get a trade out of this no matter what. If it goes sideways and then shows signs it wants to turn back up, we could take a long. We're under the VWAP, so that's not good. I'd rather get a short here. Um, so that's what I'd want. But yeah, we can take a trade no matter what. US 30 has taken out this fair value gap. So that's a sign that US 30 will go back up. It's really pulling back up pretty quick. We got 20 more minutes, like 23 more minutes. So we're definitely going to get some more trades. I just have to wait for the market to tell us what it wants to do. Even though we said, when price basically broke the VWAP on this trend here, I kind of knew it was going to come down here. But yeah, at this level here, I don't know if it's going to go up or come down more. So I have to wait and see. US 30, I would like to long above the VWAP. I think would be the best thing to do. There's no targets though. That's the hard part. It's taking out the high. So yeah, if price comes up here, we get a body open, we could probably long and then it might actually break out. If price stays down here, it's probably going to continue down. I don't think the Tokyo low's been taken out, right? No. See, there's Tokyo low right there. So yeah, it could take this out if the price stays here below the VWAP. All right. So that's I don't know, guys. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. With closing trades at 200 and you end up with 110, are you talking about the profit? Honestly, what I think about this market is like if you're making profit in this, you're doing freaking amazing. Like even if you're pulling like 50 bucks a day, 100 bucks a day, you're doing good. Most people, guys, in this market where it's just ranging sideways, there's low liquidity. I don't know what's with it. Most people are losing money. Like they're just failing firm test after firm test. And they're yeah, you gotta be quick. Like that's what I keep on saying. And I get members, VIP members that trade like in other communities and stuff, messaging me all the time saying, "Why are you trading so quick?" It's like it's the only way we can make profit because it just ranges. Like why you in and out of your trade so quick? Yeah, their commissions are crazy. Like we're noticing that as well. Is when you go, well, it's not commission. It's just there's the liquidity is low. So there was one trade I did yesterday where it was in profit like 60 bucks and it gave me minus 20 because there was no order there to fill my trade, right? When I clicked the button to get out of the trade. So it is smart to go enter your trade and then immediately put a take profit on your chart. And if it hits, it hits, right? Because as what we saw there yesterday, it was like 60 bucks a profit and it gave me minus $20 or whatever it was. Um, yeah, if it hits if you set a physical take profit, then that can work out in your favor. Yeah, someone was saying that yesterday that it did it to her. I think it was Michelle. It did her to her like 3 times or something. I don't know what session she was trading, but yeah, you're gonna see that in Tokyo session. Is you'll hit the button to get out of the trade. You'll be like, oh, I'm in profit, right? Like 60 bucks or 20 bucks or whatever. And it'll get you out at a loss because there's no order to fill your take profit when you click a button. So yeah, setting a physical take profit's probably a good idea. But then again, it's like you set it and then you can't really wait for it to go there because price might not go there. It might reverse on you. Okay, so this is acting as a level of support. So we can see what happens. I would like to see a liquidity sweep and then it actually turn back up and then we get a long position. US 30 looks like it's going to come down. I'm going to do a risky trade here, guys. I'm actually going to short US 30 and I'm going to just go with a big ass, big lot size here because I'm in the paper trading account. We'll see how that works out. My sell would be down here. Really feels like it's going to come down, but this could be some sort of range. There's your liquidity sweep. Let's see what happens here. And then I'm going to set my take profit around here. And if it does, it's going to make a boatload of fake money if it hits that. Oh, wait, with this paper trading account, I can just grab the TP and move it down. I don't have to set a physical order. Okay. All right. So if we get a body open here, it would be our model from our course is to take a short, right? It's gone past just giving a liquidity sweep. So it could trend downwards, guys. This could be the start of a big drop in the market. We just had that news. So I could add my trend line, see what happens here. Yeah, this is some level of support. So we'll have to wait and see if it breaks below. You got to ask too, like, why wouldn't it come down here? It's already taken out the high. This is pretty much a liquidity sweep of this stuff. There's going to be a lot of liquidity sitting down there. And there's our Nasdaq entry. So I'm going to get in a trade in the Nasdaq here. and it's going to be a sell position. Oh, and it won't let me fill my order because my order is too big in the US 30. Here, we'll put like 5 lots, see if that works. Anyways, if you guys got in there, you got to, nope. Okay, never mind. It's not letting me take this order. But so oh, this one's in profit. US 30. Sorry, guys. I got to get out of this guy now. Boom. Okay, so that was $560 a profit. This guy here, I'll show you the profit when I find the target for this. Okay, there's a bunch of equal lows down here. That's really far away from price. There's going to be a fair value gap in here, which if I turn my candles on, it's going to go away. Oh, no. I would take 50% profits right now. If you're in the Nasdaq trade, this is your goal, is for price to come down here or here. But yeah, get out with 50% profits because it hit this. You can see this is a level here, right? With that, this guy pretty much took out our Tokyo low almost. But yeah, I think this thing's gonna, it could come down here and then continue running down, right? But we could have a pullback here back to the red line. So that's why I said maybe take 50% or just get out 100%. Like that's a pretty decent move depending on how big your lot size is. Cause I think we got in back here, right? Or no, it was on this candle. And then that candle came down a lot. So it's probably back to like an entry point. Okay. I'm going to, if price comes up here and goes sideways, I'm going to take a short position here. So it's going to break the trend line on the next candle, likely. This, I would say this trade here, probably, I don't know what's going to happen. US 30, let's see. Yeah, it's so hard to know because of this red folder news. Like this is a new 15-minute candle, and that last 15-minute candle was the red folder news, which took out the high and the low, right? Almost. It didn't, did it take out? No, it didn't take out this low here. Okay, this guy's almost back to your red line. Got to write down that. So I did the fourth trade in the paper trading account, which is a big profit. Oh, here, I'll show you my balance now. So it's at 50, almost 52,000. I wish this was my live account or my test phase account because I'd only need $1,000 more to go. But, 650 in a week when the trading's really, really bad. And my goal was like, okay, if I make $100 a day, I'm fine with that. I was trading on a really, really small lot size for the risk management. And, when I think about it, I'm kind of okay with that. I trade basically one session with this hour with you guys. I haven't really been trading Tokyo session this week. And yeah, I'm okay with that. My goal was like $800 this week. So I didn't hit that, but yeah, it's over $100 a day, which is good. Okay, so this here, if we get a body open above the red line, then shorting again would be off the table from here because it might actually go up back up to the VWAP or back up to the bottom of the Tokyo there. So we got to just watch this. This guy. Yeah, I don't know about the US 30. I think it might. Yeah, it looks like it's just coming back up. Yeah, so we're definitely going to get that body open there. And yeah, it'd either go to here or to the VWAP would be its point of interest there. The trend is still down though, like you can see. It's just hard with this red folder news that came in and then did a liquidity sweep, right? Especially with US 30. to know what's going to happen here. But yeah, it looks like it's going to the VWAP. So you can see here, this is a really, really strong point of resistance. So we could go to the VWAP and then come down and take out this stuff. Yeah, now gold. That's crazy. Back here before our red folder news, I was like, okay, gold could be on like a higher time frame trend reversal. And that red folder news totally changed everything. Now we're back below the Tokyo range for gold. So good thing we just didn't jump in a random long position in gold. Would have been pretty bad. Because I was honestly thinking, I was like, okay, price is way up here. It's taking out all this stuff here. This is definitely like a level of strong resistance. And then boom, 15 minutes later, we're back down here. Okay, so for the NASDAQ, this is the point of interest, which I want to see what happens here. Do we break above the VWAP and a body opens? If that's the case, then probably it probably just range again. But if it turns down here, it probably will come back down here. So we could take a short position there. Hopefully, you guys, when I said, oh, get out here or take your 50%, hopefully you guys got out when the trend line broke. Sorry, I forgot to talk about that. But yeah, if you're in a trade and you break your 1 minute trend line, that's normally the best situation to get out is the break of the 1 minute trend line. Because if that trend line breaks, then it's going to go sideways or it's going to turn on you and go against you, right? And there's no point sitting in a trade where you could take, say, a $60 loss, or you could sit in it and be like, well, it might come to the VWAP, and then say it breaks above the VWAP, and you're like, oh crap, now, okay, I definitely have to get out. And then you're sitting at like I don't know, a $500 loss or whatever it is, right? Okay. So, and that's just all risk management, just understanding that, like, if you have to take a loss, the best thing is to take it. Like, we're not swing trading. We're not like getting in a little itty bitty position, which I don't think you can swing trade with any firm out there because the lot size, like, one uh, micro lot with the NASDAQ is actually pretty big if it moves against you. I don't know, say 3% or something. If you're trying to swing trade, like, it'd blow your account, right? Even on like a big, huge account. So basically, if you're trading with firms, you pretty much have to scalp trade or intraday trade, and then just have, you're trading on a minimal lot size, and then you're having like a set stop loss. So this is showing good signs that it wants to come back down. If we get a higher wick than this one, which is pretty damn close to it, then I know that it could continue going up. But if they're equal wicks or the wicks continue going down, then that shows me it's the start of like a pullback, right? So that's why I'm watching the wicks. Like, that's all I'm thinking about is the wicks. So there you go. So now I know, okay, it could continue going up. So imagine if we just stayed in this trade because these are our targets, right? Like, we'd be like, oh crap. So yeah, you can't really get stuck in just thinking, oh, it's gonna go to my target, it's gonna go to my target. And that's the mistake I made on trade number one today, where I ended up taking break even for it. Well, so I made two mistakes with that one. I didn't adjust my lot size before I got in. So my lot size is really small. And today I told myself, hey, you're going to up your lot size a bit. Right. And I had $50 stuck in my head that I was going to take on that trade. And it gave me like 35. And I was looking at the chart thinking, why isn't it giving me more than this? And then I looked at my lot size and I was like, oh, that's like half the lot size I want to use today. And then it went against us and it came back down, and I decided to get out at break even. Okay, this guy here, let's look at this. So it's going back up. I think it's too late just to jump in a long position. It's too far above the VWAP. There. This guy's totally going sideways. And US 30. There's probably no Yeah, there's a fair value gap, which it just touched right now. Uh, I'm thinking about a short in US 30. I'm just not sure if that's a good idea or not. I think I'd rather short this here, even though we're above the VWAP. Um, because there's definitely gaps in the market with this. Yeah, look at that. Right back down here. So this red line would be a target, roughly around that red line. It's going to have problems at the VWAP though. And look at this back here. See how it stopped there and then went back up? So, and this is a actually that would be a pretty good trade is below the VWAP we short. So maybe we keep that in mind. Oh, this uh, US 30 is all the way back down. Okay, so short below the VWAP. I'll get ready for that. There, and that gives us like 5 trades. That's not that bad. But we need to wait for our entry on this thing because it just, it might do this and just have a support at the VWAP there. US 30 didn't take this out yet. It hasn't taken that out yet. But you could look at a long in US 30. This is probably a really strong level of support because of the Tokyo low. This is going sideways. So it's telling you not to trade, just wait. So yeah, if this gets taken out and then it goes sideways here, I think I would go a long position in US 30 with the understanding there's probably really, really low liquidity now in US 30. So it might not fill your order properly. So I'd kind of rather look at gold, but hmm, the heck is back here? Nothing. So we got all this down here. So this is what it's stopping on. Yeah, I don't trust gold to go long. So gold, you might get a short in. And this here is giving us our trade. Okay, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to do a sell. It's a little bit early, but I think it's going to come down. And I'm in the paper account, guys. Okay. So just keep that in mind as well. Gold, we might be able to get a short out of gold here. So I'm going to put a line on the gold chart right there. So if we get a body open below here, it's either going to go down or it's going to be a liquidity sweep of all this stuff here. And this guy here is going against me a bit. Hmm. It is trending down. So basically, if we get a body open, this would be a really crappy trade. If we get a body open above here, which that body open could be a wick all the way up to here, right? So this is not a good trade. This one here, because we're going sideways on the VWAP. I should have waited for, like I kept on saying, for a body to open below the VWAP. I'm just in the paper trading account, so I got kind of excited about it. And this guy here, same thing. You can see price is really slow, right? So body open below this line, it probably come down more. Okay, anyways, this is back down to like my entry point. You know what? I think I'm going to take a short in gold here as well. I'll wait for that body to open and see what happens. I might get out of this trade, guys, even though it's a paper account. I just like Look at it going sideways. So I might just set a little take profit at these wicks right here. See if that hits. This guy here, next candle, I could enter a short position with that. And I think I'm going to be stuck in these trades the end of the session, but it's in a paper trading account. So maybe I'll just set the take profits and just kind of walk away from it, and I'll set a stop loss. So with this, I'm going to set a stop loss right here, which would be really stupid. But it's a paper trading account, right? If this was my firm account, I'd definitely be watching the chart, these trades. But we have to go to Costco and stuff today and stuff. And I really feel we're going to get a little short here. This gave us our entry, right? So I'm going to wait for it to pull back a bit, and then I'll get in a trade there, a short position there. And then I'll just set and forget, and I'll treat them like intraday trades, and we'll see if they hit or give a loss. That's always kind of fun to do. I don't recommend you guys do that in your uh, firm accounts. Like always, understand what you're doing. You're scalp trading, so stay on the chart, right? So this one here, the Nasdaq trade, I'm going to set a stop loss. Where is it? It's right here. Okay, and then my take profit is around this red line, and it's basically like a 1-to-1. So if it wins about the same as if it was to have a loss. So we'll just see here what happens. This guy never gave us our entry. It pulled back, and then now it's like way the heck up here. So got to wait on that. But yeah, I think overall gold's going to come down as well. This is probably something I really don't like to use trend lines on the 1 minute chart. Like to think like, oh, I'm going to just click sell on this trend line because it's touched here and it's touched here. But this could be something. And it's 10:30 now. This one's not going very good for me, but it's a paper trading account there. And yeah. So I'm gonna do something silly here. I'm gonna get in a short in this. Like I just said not to do that, but we'll just see what happens. And then on Sunday, it might be exciting to see what happens with that, if it actually gives a profit or a loss there. And so I'm gonna sell in that. And then I'll set my take profit down here, and we'll see what happens. See if this works out. So I did a short in gold, and I did a short when I thought it was a good opportunity to do a short in the Nasdaq. And we'll see what happens. This is definitely some level of support, but my stop loss for this trade is right here, so it might wick up and take that out. It could take all this out, right, before it comes down again. This one so far, that trend line is not working out for me, but it's the paper trading account. It's fine, right? So that's it for me today, guys. It was pretty much a break even day for me with my firm account. And then we had that one good trade in the paper trading account. And then this trade here, this one here, that was our only other trade. And I'm just leaving this one and see what happens. I've got a stop loss right there. And then my take profit is like around this red line. So it'd basically be a 1-to-1. This one here, I kind of don't feel it's going to work out for me, but yeah, it's in the paper trading account, so it doesn't really matter. But the stop loss for it, I've put it above this um here, which is a bad place because it's right at the VWAP, but it doesn't really matter. As I said, it's paper trading, right? And yeah, so that's it for today from me. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the session. I think most people watching made money because they didn't mess up their lot size with the first trade like I did. There, I definitely would have, if I have had a proper lot size in that trade, I would have taken the profit on it. There, okay. So that's it. And oh, the gold trade is actually in $130 of profit. That's pretty good. 200. Maybe I should just take it. You know what? Let's just let it rip. We'll let it ride. These are both working out. This is a level of support. This here seems to be a level of support, but that trend line's definitely nothing because it's a 1 minute trend line. But yeah, I'm going to leave them, just see what happens. So that's it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys on Sunday at 8 p.m. EST for the live Q&A. And then everyone's invited to that. I'm going to put together this weekend. I'm going to think about like that certificate idea. So when you complete the course, you get a certificate, and then you also get put in a draw to win 100 USDT. I think that would be fun for people when they finish the course. Like it's like motivation to get through the course there as well, right? Because we talked about that yesterday in the webinar. Like, what could I do? And this, I'm looking at the chart right now, and the Nasdaq trades like almost at my stop loss in the paper trading account. So I'm like, that's fine. If it hits, it hits. Anyways, that's it. See you guys.